live, man. All right. Hi, everyone. Blockchain Bernie here with my latest live stream right here from still California, in the process of moving to fabulous Las Vegas. This video is about Filecoin. Man, and while the thumbnail says it has gone up 38% in the past 7 days, well, overnight things changed. It's now up 51% in just 7 days. So what does this mean? Is that a new rally in storage chains and storage coins? What are storage coins? It can be confusing. There's so many of them and they serve different purposes. And with this video, I'll like to shed some light on all of that and help you understand what are the different storage coins, which one has a future. Is it true, as it's stated somewhere, that Filecoin is the future of Web3 storage? So that's what we're going to talk about today. If you like content like this, please smash the like button right now, because that helps the YouTube algorithm and I would really appreciate it. All right, so let's get started and dive right into it. We have this little chart here, and here are all the cryptocurrencies sorted by market cap, and you can see Filecoin here right in position 28. It has a market cap of 2.8 billion, almost 2.9. And here you see the 7-day performance. Holy crap, it's 59.1%. So let's click on it. Let's do the 7-day chart here. Boom. And let's compare it to ETH, right? So let's see how that works. It has mostly gone in sync with ETH the last 7 days, but it has outperformed ETH, right? So 51%, that is really a lot. So now, is there any major news on Filecoin? Not really, right? There are some news articles here that basically say, oh, Filecoin has gone up, right? But there is no real news here that we could talk about. So it is mostly, in sync with the general altcoin rally that we've seen the last few days with many of those altcoins. And by the way, with this video, I'm trying something new. So this is a live stream. I made it ultra low latency, so we can actually use the live chat of YouTube. So if anyone's watching live, and I haven't announced that I'm using the chat feature this time, so probably not many people out there watching it live and being able to chat with me, but I'm trying it out in this video. So if you're there, just say hi to me. All right. And these Filecoins, right? People now you find on the web, well, Filecoin is the future of Web3 storage, right? So first of all, what is Web3 storage? And is Filecoin the future of Web3 storage? So Web3, as you all know, is just the movement of bringing all those apps, those web apps that we have in Web 2.0, bringing them on the blockchain so that they are not executed. The code is not executed any longer on servers that are controlled by a single company, but they are executed on the blockchain with consensus among thousands of validators that comprise this smart contract blockchain. So Web3 is a great thing and it has a great future, and it needs a storage layer because all the Web 2 apps need lots of storage, right? And the smart contract chains that we have right now, all the L1s and the L2s, they are great at executing code. They are not so great at storing huge amounts of data that we need for Web3 to break through and to gain mass adoption. So the future of Web3 storage, that is actually important. It is key to the future of blockchain in general. Can Filecoin be that? Filecoin benefits off of its brand name, right? And as you saw in this in this table here, right, um, there is not much of storage chains above Filecoin, right? So they are number 28 by market cap, but 1 to 27, they are not storage coins. And there are a bunch of storage coins, right? We have SC Prime, we have Blue Zell, we have so many different storage coins, right? We have Arweave. Many people ask me, hey, what's the difference between Filecoin and Arweave? And it is so confusing, right? So first of all, Filecoin has been designed as a standalone storage chain. It has not been designed to be a storage layer for smart contracts or to be a storage layer for Web3. It is more of a standalone storage thing. And, it takes some preparation to actually use it because it's a marketplace. You have people that store data for you. They quote you basically for the storage services that they offer with different degrees of redundancy and availability and history of the performance and stuff like that. And you'd have to strike a deal with someone to actually store your data, which is not really the way that we want to have it for mass adoption and for Web3. You could now argue, okay, only the Web3 developer has to strike that deal, and then they have the deal and their users don't have to. But still, if you're really trying to use Filecoin, it has quite an overhead. It is, complex and almost an academic project, right? It has a high overhead with, their proof of space-time, and they are, writing patterns to the disks of the storage providers in order to make sure they really dedicate their disk to the network, which really, as a user, I don't care that much if they dedicate their whole drive as long as they store my data, right? And can retrieve it anytime. So we need to challenge them, and that's where our own chain called Bitoku, you see it right here. We're building a storage layer for Web3 actually, and it's built from the ground up to be a storage layer for Web3. And we're integrating it first thing to Solana, which is the fastest L1 chain, just for mass adoption. And we will be adding support for other L1 chains real soon. So things like Polygon and Avalanche and stuff like that, probably one of the next ones, Aptos and Sui, right, that we want to support. But we're starting with Solana, and we're well connected in the Solana universe. We're operating a Solana validator, high performance Solana validator, and all that stuff. So we're building that storage layer for Web3. So what can I say? I'm kind of biased in that sense, but we have done our research, right? We have looked into that storage space. And there is SC Prime, which I personally would always prefer over a Filecoin because it has some innovations there and it's easier to use and all these types of things. But all these storage chains, right? The SC Primes, the Blue Zells, the Filecoins of this world, they are basically designed to be standalone storage chains. So what Filecoin has recently added is their FVM. It's called the Filecoin Virtual Machine. It's EVM compatible, Ethereum Virtual Machine compatible. So you can run smart contracts on top of Filecoin. Will that happen? Well, that's a good question, right? I'm not sure. I feel we need to pick up people where they are. So they are developing smart contracts right now for the EVM on Ethereum, on Avalanche, on Polygon, on Solana, and all these others, right? That's where they are. That's where they already have their code base. They have developed distributed apps, DApps, and we want to add a storage layer. We want to give them an additional tool so that they can supercharge their DApps with a storage layer, right? So we don't think, Filecoin will succeed in evangelizing all DApp developers to now suddenly develop everything on the FEM, especially not with that kind of overhead that Filecoin as a chain adds to it. That, of course, does not mean I don't like Filecoin, right? I like everything that brings storage to blockchain. And, Filecoin is a great coin to own. I just personally don't feel it is the future of Web3 storage. And neither are SC Prime or the others out there because they are designed to be standalone. So now there's also Arweave. Arweave is not really, I mean, people say, well, that's storage, right? Of course it's storage, but it's archival, which is a special case of storage, right? It means archive it for eternity. It's not easy or low overhead in Arweave to recall, read your data, restore it, and you cannot make changes, right? So you would have to archive a second set of data, right? If you make any changes. So it's not like the Web3 kind of thing, where's the read, write, update, and stuff like that. That's not what Arweave is made for. And Arweave is a great chain for its purpose, and that's archival, right? Blockchain-based archival, and I love Arweave for that. And that's great, but it's just not it's not the Web3 storage layer, right? It's not the problem that they're solving, and they don't attempt to solve it, right? So yeah, that's what it is. The Web3 storage layer is still missing. That's why we set out to build one. If you want to learn more about our project, bitoku.io, the link is in the description. You can be part of it by getting a node license. So go to get.bitoku.io in order to get your node. And yeah, I hope this has helped a little bit to shed some light on all those storage chains. If you have any more questions about it, please write me in the comments. Don't forget to give me that like, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and catch you guys next time. Bye.